2:30 or so, it poured down rain, heavy rain, real heavy rain. Our wind, but temperatures are dropping. We're going to go into the teens tonight. Next few nights are going to be in the teens, and highs not coming. They're saying, maybe upper 20s.
Well, unless this moisture dissipates, may get something.
Yeah. And I hadn't seen the first county or state truck anywhere around here putting down brine, and they're calling for rain and sleet tonight. I hadn't seen the first truck out there.
I'm in Tallahassee where I'm getting a confusing computer readout on the weather. It says it's about 66 degrees now, going to a high of 64. Mr. Harold, he has IVO is the last of his call. I can't think of the first part of it. KC9 IVO, I think it is. Anyway, he claims to have a 10-pound chihuahua. I keep telling him I want to see that 10-pound chihuahua, but we never have been able to do that. But one of these days, maybe, they go well. But Harold, he does a lot of traveling, so I don't know if he's went south for the winter or what, but anyway.
Back. Oh boy, he's pretty light on me. Anybody copy that other station trying to check in? Whiskey 5, Lima uniform. All right, 65. See how much Walmart is selling a comp pot for.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting to see what the modern ones have, if they have any unusual features. Now this one I have here is very heavy. It's basically big stoneware.
Tomato plants.
I got 50 seeds coming, but I can order more. There don't seem to be a shortage.
Oh, tomato seeds are a little bit finicky of germinating. They're not a seed that germinates as easily. Okay. All right, I'm going to turn this down, but let me go over to Leonard and measure again. You're going to be off the backside of my beam.
November, and I got Delta something, but try it again. Delta Foxtrot 2, Golf November. I've got that. Very good. And your part number? Okay, I know the Delta Echo part. You don't have to give me that part. Just give me the number again.
Two elements on 12 over here, and it's about 14 meters off the ground, and the radio is Kenwood TS590 Sugar Golf, and that's the work condition that I'm using today. Go ahead. Yeah, so I'm actually not using the rack at this moment. I'm not using the rack. I'm using a computer program called Voice Meter. I'm using a computer program called Voice Meter. I'm not using the rack at the moment, and that's what I'm using today. So go ahead.
At the zone, 17 hours, 32 minutes, coordinated universal time.
How things in Kentucky? Go ahead.
It'd be the 410, obviously. Pair of the 410 1000s. They're kind of a nice tube, a test road.
And I want you to look at verse 58. Okay, this is going to be a slow study. But I back up to verse 54. John chapter 8, looking at verse 54. Okay, you see that? It says Jesus answered.
On your job. Come on, lift your hands up. God will give you a word for your neighbor. Hallelujah. It will be a life-changing word that will cause them, hallelujah, to turn
Is it a good argument or a bad argument? I don't need to know your background to determine whether or not your argument is good. The woke era is, hey, what you are matters more than what you argue. And in fact, what you are legitimizes your argument even if there's no basis in reality behind it. This is why you also hear these people all the time say, I'm going to speak my truth. This phrase that took off in the last decade, listen to how often you hear somebody say, I'm going to speak my truth. There is no your truth. There's your story.
Stupidest win I've ever seen.
It will go down like 12-20-20-20 for the New York Jets.
What if I told you this state?
Well, the Bills move on. I'm just wondering if the Bills and Sean McDermott have dawned on him saying, you know what, it would be better. Like, why do we need to win this?
Yes, it was clearly obvious in the second half when they were just handing the ball off every single time.
Give them a Ferrari. I've said this and I've said it again. And I'll say it again. You look back at history.
You need to keep an eye on it because it's not ready yet. I use skins and I use pump wheels. I like Guppies and I like there's some other ones. I like Strat. I like the Strat. It's called Strat. It's pretty good. It's not a charge, it's a system. It's pretty good. I'm going to tell you, every indicator, nearly, will work. But every indicator is historical. The only thing that really tells you what's going on is price. You know?
Thank you very much for being here, Jay and Mark. Please take advantage. Scott Robbins, looky who is overseeing Congress certifying Trump's election win.
That'll be Kamala Harris this hour, overseeing the certification of Donald Trump's triumphant return to Washington, D.C.
I'm glad you got some people like that that think straight. Dr. Harper, how you doing, man?
Did you know that's happened right here during service many times? I'll say something. I try not to point anybody out, but sometimes your face shows up that, you know.
Some information that just might be coming. You know, this is based off a couple of bets that have been made. And foundational. Because, again, remember, Jimmy never had you on his trade to list.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, again, what does Miami want? That's the other part of this.
Exactly.
Were far more consequential, far more deadly, far more destructive, and in my opinion, far more significant than anything that happened on January 6th of 2021. And it wasn't some sort of surprise about how exactly they did that. They calculated, made a decision that they